Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
What's up, guys? This is the Till You Collapse podcast. I'm your host. I'm Brian, and we're back, and I'm fired up for this one today. This is one I've been wanting to make for a while. This is going to be a little different one, and this topic is going to be for mainly you fellas, but ladies, you'll get some out of this episode too. Memo, how you feeling today?
Feeling good.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
Are you good? Did you take some mushrooms?
Nah, I'm just relaxed.
Why are you so relaxed?
I don't know. Just
what did you say earlier? You said this fucking Persian guy that got me addicted to psychedelics.
Yeah,
really,
Persian,
bro?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I don't think you're addicted.
I'm not addicted. I haven't taken any Luther
But
last week.
that did get me. I was laughing hard when you said that. I'm like, bro, it could be worse. Then you come out the left field with that shit.
It could be worse. You're right.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, though. I'm glad that I got you to break that seal and try some, and you're seeing the benefits from them. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody should try some mushrooms. A little microdose. I promise you there's no negatives from it. It's just positive. Read up on it. Research on it. That's not what this podcast is about today, but you just got me thinking about it. And guys, as always, please share this podcast, share the episode, subscribe, tag us on social media. That's the only way we grow. I really appreciate you when you do that. And this topic today is something that the world needs. Fellas, you need this now more than ever. And what I'm going to talk about is something I wanted to do for a while. And I'm actually officially starting to do it. I'm launching it today. I'm talking about it on this podcast today for the first time. And it's not a joke, but there's a huge need for it in the market. And I'll talk a little bit about business so everybody can take something from this podcast and the topic that we talk about. So when you have a product or a service, really the way to become extremely successful is really narrow down your audience. You have to narrow down your avatar and your audience. Really, who are you speaking to? Are you speaking to a man? Are you speaking to a female? What is their age demographic? What are their interests? You have to get really, really detailed of who you're talking to. And the more you can narrow that down and the more you're talking straight to your audience, whatever you offer, the more successful you'll be. Like for me with my coaching, I coach everybody. You know, I have the business coaching, the fitness and the mindset coaching. And that's one of my passions. I love doing that. I'm growing that. I'm focusing on that. And it's going great, but I've really come to realize, you know, I work with women, I work with men, all ages, but really my main clientele and the main people I'm speaking to are men from 30 to 60 years old that are typically fathers and business owners. And that's who I'm typically talking to, especially with the fitness and mindset and the business experience. And the thing that's funny is as that happens, you know, the reason why that's my main clientele and that's the main people I can help, because that's me. And my experiences and what I've lived through as far as business experience, fitness, and mindset experience. So they're interested in working with me because they can see themselves in me. They maybe want some business success or some fitness success like I've had, and they want to go to someone that basically embodies what they're looking for, and that's why that's become my main demographic for that, which makes sense, right? So that's who my coaching is kind of, I'm realizing, turning into. And then I'm coming out with a new section of my coaching program because I need to. And I've been talking about it for a long time, and I'm always one to advocate, don't talk about it, be about it. I take action, I do shit quickly, I get it, and I figure it out. And this is something I've been talking about, honestly, if I'm being real with you guys, probably somewhere from 10 to 15 years, that long. And it's something that needs to be done. It's something I don't see much of, you know, and I'm about to share my idea with you guys, and you want to take it and run with it yourself, so be it. Competition's healthy. I love it. Compete against me. Run with it if you want. I'm not scared to share because it's going to get out there. Anyways, the thing is, I'm going to do it better. I'm going to do it harder. And I truly have the experience, and I'm going to be a master at it. So I hope you are too if you're going to want to compete with me and want to kind of copy my idea. And it's something that I'm really passionate about. And I know that there's a need for in the market, and you guys are going to hear, I'm leading up, building up to Memo's looking at me here trying to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. I see the look on his face. I think he may know. I don't know. I've talked to him about it a couple of times. But what I'm trying to do and what I'm going to do is with these men, these boys nowadays in this world, is confidence and helping them how to interact with the opposite sex. I said a long time ago I was going to create a course and call it Pimpin' 101. But think about it, guys. This new age, these young generation, these kids, they can't even fucking talk to women. They can't talk to girls. They don't know how to attract the opposite sex. They don't know how to treat the opposite sex. And it's this game on the phones and online dating, online social media, online everything. They're so fucking awkward in person. They don't know how to treat a woman. They don't know how to touch a woman. They don't know how to do anything. And really, at the end of the day, what we're all looking for is a companion. We're all looking for love. That's one of the highest on our list as far as a human. I feel like we want to be safe. We want to have money, so we're comfortable financially. We're not struggling with bills. And then we want companionship. We want love. It's something that's the most wanted thing out there in the world. Everyone's looking for it. And fellas, you guys are struggling. So Baba's here to fucking help you. Because I got game. And I may be out of the game for a long time, but I'm old school. And yes, I've been with one person for 19 years, but don't get it twisted. I know how to treat a woman. I know how to attract a woman. And I'm going to be here and I'm going to help you guys do it because Memo, you're being silent, but you know I'm right. I know you got enough game and you got your shit going on. We know that that's you, bro. But there's got these kids, these boys out there, bro. It's crazy. Like this generation, like as far as even in high school, like with kids, they don't even ask each other to dances anymore. Like these boys can't even interact with the girls and like ask them to dances and go to dances with a girl. Like they just go in groups. Like there'll be a group of 10 guys and 10 girls and all friends. And they go to the dance and like, motherfuckers, why don't you ask each other and talk to each other, interact with each other and have some confidence? And it's crazy, bro. You get what I'm talking about? Or you don't get it because you don't struggle with it. But like you see these fellas out there.
It makes it easier for me.
Of course.
Of course. It makes it easier for me because most of these other guys don't do it.
Yeah,
and I do.
Yes, exactly.
That's why I'm laughing.
No shit. Because you don't have a problem with that. You got game.
No, I probably asked like 4 different girls in high school to dances and proms, everything like that.
Yeah.
I did everything growing up.
Yeah. And it's crazy, bro. And like I said, it does make it easier for you. Just like I talk about business, and this all ties together with coaching and your life, fitness, mindset, business. There's a lot of opportunities out there because there's not a lot of killers out there. So, there's not a lot of people out there going for their dreams. And if there is, they're not really hitting on all cylinders and they're not killing it in every avenue. So there's competition, but really how hard is the competition? And the thing is, a lot of people are going to fizzle out before you do if you just play the long game. But I'm going to get back to the topic. Fellas, you need help. You're always on the phone. You're not interacting with real people in real time. So I'm going to have a part of my coaching program is going to be on relationship, but not so much relationship, but more so this is focused towards guys. And it goes in with the coaching program too, fitness, and it's kind of mindset, confidence. It ties in with that. And when I do my mindset coaching with people, I do tie into that. It's confidence and stuff like that, which really helps you in every area in life. But this coaching is going to be especially for males. They need help attracting females that feel like they're lost. And they need help finding a woman. They want love. They just don't know how to get it. Well, fucking daddy's here to help you get it, baby. Memo, what you think? You're over there. I'm right, though. There's a need for it.
There is a need for it because with the way society's built up nowadays, especially with woman empowerment and all this stuff being taken over the top and things like that, it makes it harder for men to be men.
It is. Because
women are now trying to fill the roles that men are doing.
Yes.
So that's why it's harder.
But you know why that is? This is why. This is why women are filling roles that men are supposed to be doing. And here's the thing. I'm all for women empowerment. I think women should be empowered and they should be confident and they should go get anything they want and they deserve. But there's something to be said about an alpha male and masculine energy and a man doing what is a man supposed to do. And a lot of these women are doing it because they need to. out of necessity. If there's not a man there that's doing what needs to be done, it doesn't allow them to fully relax and get in their feminine energy and be who they really want to be. They're taking all this masculine shit on. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but because they have to. Because all you men aren't stepping up and fucking doing the shit that men are supposed to do for hundreds of years. Right?
Yeah. That's why I'm dating a girl that's not from America.
Thank you. Memo's got it all figured out at fucking 20. How old are you?
25.
25. He's got it all figured out, bro.
I mean, after dating like 5-6 girls throughout the years, I mean.
But here's the thing, guys. I'm going to help you men figure out how to be confident, how to be alphas, how to be real men. And they talk about masculine men. They talk about toxic masculinity. What the fuck is this shit? This is the shit coming out. And here's the thing. There is some truth to that. There's some aspects that they're talking about that I do agree that are toxic, but there's a lot of shit that they talk about that aren't toxic. It's about men owning the role that we should be in. And there's nothing wrong with that. Being confident, treating a woman how she should be treated, holding doors open, taking the role as a man as you should be. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm here to help bring that back and help teach you men and boys how to do that and how to stand out, because nowadays, there's such a rarity nowadays that these women want it and they need it and they crave it and they don't even know what to fucking do with it when they get it.
They're shocked half the time.
They're shocked.
Yeah.
And it's so sad. It's so sad that these men have become so weak and so beta and so pussified that it's so rare to have a real man be a man and still be respectful. Be a respectful gentleman, but also be the fucking man that takes control and does what needs to be done. Needs to get done. In all aspects. Like, it's almost like that role of a man is going away. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. That's your own choice. But there's women and there's men. And there's feminine energy and there's masculine energy. You don't need or want a man with feminine energy, and you don't need or want a woman with masculine energy. At least me personally. But what call me old school. I'm getting old now at 41 years old. These days are changing and these times are changing, but I'm being real with the way I feel. And I always am and I always have been. If you don't like that, that's your choice. Both, there needs to be respect on all sides. There needs to be, you need to treat people how you want to be treated and do things the right way. But there's truth in what I'm saying. And you know it if you're listening to this. But that feminine energy that women really, I mean, that's by nature, hormones, that is natural to them, by them having to step up into masculine roles because it's out of necessity. And it's also kind of what society is pushing as well. It's two things. They don't know what to do, right? I mean, like you said, they're shocked.
Yeah. So, quick little experience thing. Like, within the last 3 or 4 different girls that I've dated, like gone on dates with for the first time, right? Flowers. Oh, I always buy flowers on the first date just because this is something I do.
That's amazing. And I feel like there's guys that listening to this that have never even bought flowers for a girl. And this guy here at 25 years old buys flowers for every first date.
And every single time, every single one said they never got flowers on the first date ever by any man.
There you go.
And the only times they did get flowers is when their man at the past or something like that was apologizing.
Yeah. Hear that?
So it was made to be a negative thing rather than being a positive.
For sure.
That's just something very slight, but it's like this little
but
things,
that's a
little
perfect
things.
example.
Little things.
It's little things. It's little things. It's how you open the door. It's how you put your hand on her lower back and kind of guide her where she needs to be guided to. Like, it's being a man and standing up and doing little slight things that most people wouldn't think of, but make the world a difference, right?
Yep.
It's crazy.
Just the tiny stuff.
And I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like men, they're becoming softer than ever. And here's the thing. It's a combination of everything. It's a combination of society making like real men, the whole toxic masculinity thing, like a villainized thing. So it's almost like guys are scared because they think they're going to be crucified because what it's portrayed on the outside, right? So they're pulling back. And then it's also a combination of everything they're taught, everything they're shown for the last 10, 15 years has been like, that's bad, that's negative, that's quote unquote not what women want. But who's really saying that? Are all the women saying that, or is it just what's being put out there, right? And then also a combination of, fathers not stepping up, because this is another role as a man and as an alpha and as a father, like I coach fathers how to be better fathers. Your role as a father to your son is everything. If you're setting the example as a father and you're also talking to your sons and teaching them how to be as a man growing up, they should lead on with these roles as they get older and as they go into their life. There's a lot of households with no fathers, or there's fathers that are this new generation of father that aren't teaching their boys these old school values. So they're not even raising up. It's not even their fault. On top of not being set the example or shown the example or taught, but on top of that, they're having society and the news and everything showing them and telling them this other shit. What do you expect?
It's also fathers with their daughters and showing them what a man can be.
Yes, exactly.
It also goes that way as well.
Exactly.
So
exactly,
it's a whole, this thing could go really deep.
Yeah, that's what the point of this is, bro. Like I said, and I like you talking more. People like to hear your voice, and like I said, even though the reason why I like you a lot, Memo, and I've told you this from the start, even though sometimes you piss me the fuck off, and I piss you the fuck off. But you are definitely wise beyond your years. As far as like your soul and your mannerisms. And that's one of the reasons why I like you too. And I even hired you is because, like I said, just like he said, this guy's 25 or 26.
25, yeah.
25, but he has these old school ethics. So it's just the way you've been raised or taught. I don't know. Like you said, but you're not like a normal 25-year-old. Like, it's not like you're some little punk, you know what I mean?
No.
So what do you think? Is it the way you were raised or example, or how did you just learn it on your own, or what?
A little bit of both, because I moved out right away when I was 18 years old, but my parents' household is very feminine and masculine. My stepdad's very masculine. He controls the house. He's the breadwinner of the house, but my mom still works with him. They work together, but she's the one that takes care of the kids. It's very traditional style.
For sure.
And I've always enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I always loved having a mom who cooks me food. My stepdad was an asshole, but he still did everything he needed to do as a father.
For sure.
And he's the reason why I buy flowers on first dates, because he always bought my mom flowers whenever it was her birthday, whenever time like that. I see the little things that he did for her.
That's cool. So like I said, he was showing the example kind of, and it kind of helped him mold into what he. And it's like little slight things, but it imprints on you, right?
Yep. And then at first, when I moved out, it was all about 50-50. It was all like, there's no as for equals in every relationship kind of style. Like that's the way once I moved out, because the economy, I think things are going, how expensive shit is, stuff like that. And as I dated girls along the way, it's just, that just does not work. It just doesn't, because there's things that men could do that women can't, but there's things women can do that men can't.
100%. I agree with that. 100%. And that's nothing wrong with that, guys. Wrong with that. Exactly what he said. There's things that women can do or are better at than men, and there's things that men can do and men are better at than women. And that's fine. And that's okay to embrace that and lean into that. And society doesn't want that. Society wants to think everyone can do everything, and it's not the truth.
It's not.
I mean,
that's what makes it hard.
And that's what makes it hard. And the thing that's hard is I feel like everybody is worried what everyone thinks of them. Everyone wants to please everyone, so everybody listens to the fucking loud noise coming from God knows who, the people from up top that want to control you and want to mold the society and what they want to mold. And it's what has become. It's happened, and I see it, and I've been talking about it for long enough. So I'm gonna start helping you fellas. And here's the thing: I come from the day like me and my buddies. There was no social media. There was no cell phones. I come from the days from cruising Sunrise Boulevard here locally. Sunrise Boulevard used to be a cruise spot. We used to cruise Sunrise Boulevard at 17, 18, 19 years old. That'd be our Saturday night. No cell phones, no social media. I mean, cell phones just came out, but no social media, none of these dating apps, none of that. We would cruise the street, driving down the street in our fucking car, look over and see a fucking cute girl, talk to her out of the car, get her to pull over, get her phone number, and hang out with her and her friends the same night. And get to meet people like that and talk to people in real life and interact with them and having confidence and not being scared to interact with girls. Because here's the thing, guys, it's a numbers game. You're going to get rejection. You're going to get no. No is going to happen. And so many of you guys are so fucking scared of no and so scared of rejection, you don't even want to talk to a girl. And none of these girls are even getting talked to. unless it's a DM or some bitch ass dating app because you're not a man enough to talk to them in real life and give them a compliment and say something. And here's the thing. If they say no or they're not interested, who cares? You're in the same exact situation as you were before you even said anything to them. There's no loss. There's no loss other than you're scared of rejection and that feeling. It's crazy to me. It's just wild to me. But there's a huge need for it. And I'm here to change the stigma. I'm here to help you guys and help bring, some real men tendencies back and help you guys find the love of your life. Honestly, that is the main goal here, because that's what all you guys are looking for, And here's the thing: you may want to get a piece of ass and run through girls or whatnot, and that may be a stage of life. But regardless, this will help you find the person that you want to be with and you need to be with. If you want to create a family and have children, you're going to have to figure it out one day. It's going to have to happen. You can't be some weirdo locked in your fucking parents' basement playing video games, fucking text messaging people on DMs for the rest of your life. I'm sorry. That's not going to get you to where you need to be in life if you want to be a successful person. Am I wrong, Memo?
You are not wrong.
I mean, it's the reality of it, bro.
Yeah, no.
And I'm tired of it. I see it all the time, and I've spoken about it enough. I just, like I said, uncharacteristically of me, I haven't done anything up to this point, but I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to offer a little coaching program to fellas. If you need help, how to create your dating profiles, how to put yourself out there in the right way, how to dress, the basics, bro.
There's nothing wrong with asking for help.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, the basics. Like, you guys, you need to know how to dress. You need to know how to carry yourself, body language, confidence, everything. That all plays into who you are as a man and how people read you. Girls are crazy perceptive creatures. They see and hear and smell and everything, bro.
Everything.
How you walk in a room, how your body language is, how you smell, how you look. They're going to decide whether they want to fucking be a friend or fuck you within the first fucking 5 minutes they meet you. Sorry if that's harsh. That's reality. Memo, you know I'm not wrong. That's why you're smiling, bro.
You're not wrong, because that's exactly what's happening right now with me. It's it's okay.
He said that's okay.
That's okay.
What do you mean that's what's happening with you right now?
But with the girl I'm talking to right now, right?
Yeah.
She made 7 months ago I was with my group of friends. We're at a club, and
Yeah.
she was with my group of friends. There was 4 of us. It was a small group.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk. We knew each other for over a year, but we didn't talk that entire time. But she knew who I was, and that was her first time officially meeting me.
Yeah.
And she knew, the only thing was she's a little bit older than I am, which is why she didn't really talk to me at first. But she did want me.
Yeah.
And nothing happened until I finally reached out.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing.
That's the thing.
A woman wanted him, and nothing happened until he reached out. Fellas, that's how females are. You don't realize. Even if she wants you, she probably won't even reach out until you are the man and take initiative and you reach out. And you guys don't even realize it. None of these games, fuck the games. All you men and women, you're playing games. Let me wait 2 days before I text. All this fucking games and shit you play. I don't play games. I'm old school. There's no games. I say what I feel. I do what I feel. I'm very transparent and real and raw. And women like that. As long as they're into you. Don't get me wrong. You can't be the
don't
guy.
Don't slide into every fucking DM you have.
Yeah. You can't be the guy that's pushing yourself on girls that aren't interested at all. But here's the thing. Part of working with me and part of becoming that man is knowing, getting clues if someone's interested in you or not. Pursue what's interested in you. Don't be that guy that's trying to chase something that's not interested in you. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of options out there. That's the thing. There's tons of options out there.
Plenty.
Right?
Yeah, there's plenty.
So, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Sorry, Momo. It's been way too long. I get frustrated every time I see shit.
Keep on going. I know.
But it's a good topic, and I know I want to surprise you with this topic. A lot of times I don't tell this guy what we're talking about until I start talking. But I know Memo, and I know he would feel this and agree with me because, like I said, he's the rarity out there. Like I said, even though his young age, he's even more rare because at 25 they're normally not like that, especially the way you guys are nowadays. But it's a need. And here's the thing. I'm going to fill that need. And here's the thing. I'm here to fill that need. And I would love to help men. And I don't want to call you boys, but like I said, I feel like this is the biggest age group of this is, I feel like, is 16 to 30, 35. That's obviously the men in that. I feel like any men like 30 or 35 and above, they're typically that older demographic, and I don't see that problem with. Sometimes I do, though, even older. It's crazy. I see it all over the place. But I'm saying for the most part, the biggest demographic of it. And then as far as like Memo being the way he is at his age, that's not normal. But like he said, that was a result of what he saw and felt growing up.
Also working out, being healthy,
Yeah,
my job I do. There's a lot of
sure.
other stuff that goes into it, obviously.
So that's it, man. This podcast isn't going to be that long. I just want to let you guys know, let you guys think about that, introduce that I'm going to be offering that for people, mainly men. But here's the thing. I'm not even going to try to help women with that because I'm not a woman. So I'm not going to, I don't try to teach or coach on anything that I don't know. And I'm not going to coach from a woman's perspective, but I could help women telling you what guys want. And if you girls don't know, what guys want, you're having problems with that, I'm willing to help anybody that needs help and figure it out. Just invest in yourself and reach out to me on any aspect. But I feel like it was a good topic today. And the business sense for you to take from this topic and podcast, if you're not a guy that's struggling with this, if you're not in that age demographic, I want everyone to take something from my podcast. The thing is that you take from this, if you're doing a business, is, like I said, really figure out your avatar. Really figure out who are you speaking to. And you may think you have, but I think you can dig into it even more. What are their likes? What do they dress like? What do they walk like? How exactly old are they? And I promise you, once you figure out that, as far as whoever your customer is, whatever product or service you're offering, and you really start speaking to them, talking to them through the lens, with all this social media, all this marketing, all this advertising, that's when you'll start to get more business. That's when your business will start to grow. That's when you'll start to become more successful. Speak directly to them. And in order to do that, you need to fucking start making videos and turn that camera around and put the fucking reps in and get better and get more comfortable. And before you know it, you're going to be successful, but it's going to take years of that. So that's what I want you to take from that. It's a good topic. Hit me up if you need any coaching, mentorship, fitness, mindset, business, or relationships. Pimpin' 101. Let me help you find that person, baby. Have a great day.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do.